I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
You watching the Aetherwaves last night? You know that slick-looking spacer from All My Colonists? They got her playing the Queen of the Marauders.
Do you think maybe I could borrow that sometime?
Good to see you, boss.
Greetings, customer.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of... I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing, and I'm thinking of doing it here. I was kind of hoping you... The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in it. Smell like sweat most days, and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking... hoping. I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're... Anyhow, next...
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste of rain.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo. High grade.
What's the...
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
Oh, gosh. We never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like...
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering... Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self?
I guess you could eeny-miny-moe it?
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a... Take your time.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest...
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, as the face of... have a look.
you seen this man? Reward offered for information.
I was doing some maintenance on the radiators and found this lying around. You look like you need it more than I do. Routing through the... Whatever it is, I'm working on it.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate.
Repairs are holding just fine.
Lloyd, talk to your local manager about applying for
Be seeing you, stranger.
and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products.
It get cooler in here?
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or
We didn't have anything rosish in Edgewater.
I'll just wrap that up for...
I'll pay for that, ma'am.
You're welcome, dear. Anytime.
I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite. Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Saltune. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, there's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets. Thanks, Captain.
Gracious. Fantastic. Do be careful with... You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. Now. Anytime. It's almost time. I've got a lot...
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet. I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Monarch is a wretched hive of terror.
Hello. Now is there a better...
C&D Borstworth. It's not... Borstworth.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence.
If this is something to... Sure is. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever... When the board pulled out of Monarch, apparently one of Catherine's teams uncovered It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get to dangerous stuff.
Ah yes, Alta Vitae. I knew someone who...
I see your friend here. Now, get... One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. You'll do fine.
Well, that's a... Let us take heed that we are not caught bending the law. I am not keen on another... for long-term penitentiary assignment.
How are the repairs going?
Just plugged the last of the O2.
Hey, look who it is.
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real... grouchy. Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouchy, I'm just irritated by inane question.
A new face. What's your pleasure, stranger? Nothing you need. What'll it be? There's no... She doesn't come around here often, though. What ain't I...
Just me? Or has it been deader than usual around here? Gee,
Rizzo's knocked you out off. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with paranoid cream.
Nicely done.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Wish we had bigger weapons, but careful about
on rotten you hull-headed quacks. What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be... I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my criminy. She really ain't gonna... Alright, okay. We can discuss it. Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jab...
The truth is, I'm not. You, ain't with the board, are... See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a... Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill... Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood Tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first... If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to find it. Let's just say things went side. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I... Thanks for helping me with the... Or I get...
My dad taught me some French, you know. Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Halcyon News.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Advertisement for the following story. Cos-
Oh, you got that?
There it is. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domus. I should have guessed. What better place? Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot. I admit it was a bit of...
Were you really in jail, Mr. Max? And you were our vicar?
Yes, but as I've repeatedly said, I was assigned there as a vicar. I was not a prisoner.
I just can't believe you'd lie.
I was not lying. It had no bearing on my ability to minister to my flock, and was therefore not worth mentioning.
How do you do? How might I assist you? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every... What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone I will recall my collection agent. Tell me, now, is there anything...
Wish I could... The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I... Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrap. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty... But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. She helped me win a bet. We were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full traveling in style.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than one. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
okay, gone quiet.
Last I heard, the board was in
Rizzo's Purpleberry Bun, a soft flower candy shell around a sweet purpleberry flavored center.
Well...
Got a fight on our hands.
Now, I don't say this lightly, but that is a work of sheer universal beauty.
Hey, bounty hunter. You're welcome here anytime. Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualm. I'm not here for a chat. We're the security force here. The original force. Folks started calling us Mardet.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Young Millstone, you look pensive.
I don't know what that... Good to see you, boss.
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook. It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand, usually zero-G brew with... I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy... Sure do. Some of it was even legal. What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made. Gotta figure out how to work that into my aesthetic. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way. Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long. Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it. Aw, come on. That stuff's boring. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got... I'm all for making a... No complaints here.
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and I need those chemicals to revive them. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete... You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of... Once you have everything you need, come see me in my lab. Best of luck.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself?
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud! Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn! I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor. Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point and shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, before you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime. Careful, that's my communications terminal. Oh, thank the Lord. Right. Welcome to my little So, welcome. Make yourself at home. Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I only regret that I couldn't save more. Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that. Regardless, absolutely. No, and I've been trying very...
Nice to meet you, Dr. Webb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just... Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret... Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you're a talented scientist after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular. Yes, indeed. Well done. What's on your... Absolute. Oh, well, no, I imagine I'd last at least life outside work. For that matter, to answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to... Because we've lost our way. The Hope is full of specialists. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense. Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. 10 years. That's how long the average... But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the hope. Get it? We'll do our very best. I'd best get back. Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
Well, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain. Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled? Destination reached. Scylla.
This is real space, isn't it? Empty and silent. Never thought I'd see the like. I'd look up at night, but...
Can't walk 5 meters without stubbing your toe in a loose rock here.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Ha! Incoming!
What was that?
Nice one! That's the last of them! Some of these folks are sublight. Who are the other ones?
Can't say I'll be mourning them personally.
Foilsome.
And get your bludgeoning objects ready. I'm going.
Who would like to die first?
Take someone to watch your back, please.
This is real space, isn't it? Empty, silent. Never thought I'd see the like. I'd look up at night, but
Can't walk 5 meters without stubbing your toe on a loose rock here.
Would like to die first.
What a cozy little mining outpost. Deserted, but quaint.
Wouldn't the quiet get to you? Knowing there's nobody out there? No one at all?
Who ordered the bottles of Raptidon musk? One has broken.
This is...
This is a monument to man's intelligence and strength.
Seems pointless, though. You gotta leave it on forever. And the pylons. Else the air just drifts off.
Hey, outlaw. You know, you didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted an autograph.
Shut up now, and you might get out of this alive. Can we hurry this up?
Nice one!
Their death, our survival.
Multiple fractures, lacerations, and untreated burns detected. Signs indicative of sudden violence.
Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come...
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate. Dilated pupils.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's the one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she? I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle. Well, I've got some repair. Then, to the Groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. Unless you're...
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time the captain leaves. We've arrived at the groundbreaker. Good luck, Captain.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager your... I can't think... Keep hanging around. What can I do? You have yourself a day.
What seems to be the Take care. Something a bit.
Rizzo's Knocked Bar. CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a new one.
Hey there! You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're all their interstellar freedom. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, it's a delicate balance. They got assault. We push them too hard.
The board wouldn't do...
The board is necessary. It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. Sure thing. Be seeing.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it. With interest.
Nice one. You must have had them quaking in their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
Would have felt better if it had worked. Something on your mind?
I have received a transmission from Roseway. Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway from a doctor.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast! I'll keep this short lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. Now, how do I?
The transmission is complete, Cap. Take care. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Located on roadway. Please ensure mechanisms are free of reversal.
Still a lot of rats out there.
Ah, I remember you. Aha, I knew that it enticed. I asked you here because I have a working prototype of the Altinature, Auntie Cleo's very first weapon. I'd like you to have it before it gets confiscated. The schematics you fetched for me lent themselves well to the creation of the beauty you now possess. The market's already saturated, they said. Weapons are... Given your unlawful proclivities, I thought it'd be safest with you. So here we are. I'd rather see it in the hands of a...
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
I don't know that you should be listening to those serials with Felix. I could probably spend years fixing this book.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2 point. Thank you, Sam. All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugate. Got stubborn stains. Leave them first. Did you know SAM units are SAM units?
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Hold on there. I got a Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what... You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Which means I never get to... On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay. Home of the freshest sal tuna in house. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about, but that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home.
Anyway, Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. Oh, and if you're headed that way, I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment. Signed by the Black Hole. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? Thanks a bunch. Celia...
If you want to talk to the boss, he's in the back of the warehouse.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns their place.
Well, well. Isn't often we see... Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through...
I could use a few and tell them myself.
Now what can I do for you? Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Nope. But anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of... And I don't mean... Anyone who's rid us of... Something else I can do for you? Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join... Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound. I thought everyone knew.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place. Getting so I can't tell. But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, Shit, I don't know what I'd do. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Name's Nyoka.
You're also the loudest big game hunter.
Shut the Fair.
My dad always kept his firearms and liquors in different lockers. Said it wasn't safe to mix them.
Out here, if you ain't a little buzzed, you're liable to notice this. Ooh, charmer. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you? What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Oof. Some hell you've chosen. You must really love fish. That is a fucking shame. Well. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about. Well, they work. We got a deal. Caleb's doing the talking.
New face, huh? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, why don't you grab a chair?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for...
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're Well, but until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do... Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits, and we won't go back until she agrees to pay. I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to... It's been days, but you would do that? We sure are lucky you just... Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
laws. Can't a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace? What I am doing, ma'am, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering. This law's forgotten town. I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular ship. Well, you wouldn't know it from talking to anyone else here. Look, you're making...
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just
greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries. What can I do for you today?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you... Not that I got any pride.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my... Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings, whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the Unfortunately, Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask, just that you met this really nice... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet... Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises. You think that's what I'm looking... Sorry.
Well, Celia, didn't I...
That...
How can yield improve...
You've often posed the...
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Celia, will you make a note of that for myself?
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you?
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many frees.
Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar.
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely... I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our... Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the... Yes, freedom. Exactly.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that...
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Well... Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan.
On our...
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to
Indeed not.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took...
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other... The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach. And with a Bolt 52 cart, if you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most...
And you'll have a powerful ally.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few... Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some... dangerous information. What can I do for you? I see. And was his delivery of the MSI? Well, that's excellent. What else can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. What can I do for you? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. You'd head south along the road and look for a map. But if you...
If you can keep her sober.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But what can I get you? All sale.
Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. No! I just stepped in a... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. Now, if you'll
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
What a gruesome way to die.
Whatever you do, don't mention tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You startled me. You again! You've really got to You again! You again!
Good day to you.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Most people... Besides, this place is enough to try. Where should I begin? The board was right. This place isn't... That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. These days, everybody's had a belly full of... I can whip one up for you.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
Sure, just let me know. Only every day. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with nothing, that's what. Even talking about it has my blood pressure up. Sanjar. It all sounds wonderful. Until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the gap. I could do with a few... I see you stuck around. If you got the bits, check the menu for the latest
What? No, Captain, I don't want you to...
It's all right, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Look, Captain. I'm mighty glad you reckon. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just a sm...
A pleasure. You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful with the...
Oh, gosh. My Tom's rumbling. Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I... He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot. Yeah, but... I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path. You might surprise you. Got it. Heads down.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in a rap? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts. Oh. You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts. I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was Sure, they're real big. Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett.
Captain, can we look for him?
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. All right then, leave town through the southern gate, the one right here. Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that... Huh, I haven't seen her in a few days, but I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff. Wait, I see what's going on.
Oh, no, that's not it at all.
Don't get me wrong, I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real but if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues. You sound pretty sure.
Give her a chance. Give yourself...
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace...
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right?
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say? You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man. I still don't know anything about it. But I'll warn you. Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago. Oh, have you talked to him? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on. Not to worry. If look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other... Anyhow.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Sorry, seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatologist, Braxton. He's in charge of He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. We're not keen on rules for Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing something else on your mind. This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going. That about cover it? She runs the betting parlor across the way. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real. Damn right it is. It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money. No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about. Fine by me. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. Tell him to complain to Catherine in Fallbrook, not me. Sublight's demanding more money. I don't have the bits. Besides, if I make an exception.
She's principled.
Thank you. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire Maybe so. But he says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk.
You'd steal from your own people?
That's business. For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life. Fine by me. Stealing's such a naff. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for. We're not like those corporate towns where you get fun. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we. Sublight boss out of Fallbrook.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No. I mean, more than usual.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths. Aren't they just? When I get to worrying, most of the time it's static. So, what can I do for you? Poor Isaac. I was wondering why. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. Here to catch a game? What can I do for you? Signed by the Black Hole himself. Why, did you want to see it? I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on a few customers to pay up before I can give Velma the... I don't know. This isn't just some poster. It's a genuine tossball. Of course, the only reason I asked Velma about it in the first place was because those Sublight fellas, I was gonna line the walls with them. They're the new ones, now with authentic game time aroma. Of course not. No, authentic means close enough to be the real thing. Anyway, I guess they tried to take a shortcut around it, but they lost a bunch of cargo, including my jerseys. If you could get those for me, I might let Grimm have that poster. Thanks. Don't put yourself... Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda. All it means is the top...
I wonder sometimes what...
In case I did not...
Ma'am, please, I need your help. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of... Please, you have to help me get my... Oh, I just knew you were a good... He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place...
Please, won't you go and find my boy? Thank you. You look for him in Amber Heights. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you put...
Who the fuck are you?
Hey! What are you doing here? Berta already pissed by those crates to market. Not so fast. Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pens... Fine.
Beat it.
Now, if we were like the other corporations, you wouldn't be allowed to... But we're better than that. Anyway, what? But that's terrible. I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them. Eventually. Still, you're...
Hello, dearie. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
Hello again, dearie. And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like... Who's your lucky friend, dearie? Oh. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join it. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry. I'm afraid it'll be the better part of a month Believe me, Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them. Oh, you flatter an old. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll. In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always so... It's a philosophist. The graveyard... Do be careful. Shit.
Quietly now.
Come to share a secret with Auntie Abigail?
No one saw me trip over that, right?
So, guess who's...
You again! You've really got... Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry. Oh, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen, so maybe...
We're in agreement that this Braxton is probably dead, right?
Why don't you grab a chair? Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? If I knew that, I'd have tried it. The others wanted to blackmail her. I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, so far it's just gossip. Sure thing. Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If
The body's in the first apartment on the right.
Smells like wrapped in here.
Oh, it does work. I bought some mushrooms.
I'd give you a...
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way.
Hey, you want to try renting a...
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right.
Oh. Anyway. Sure can. If you want to pay, fine by me. Unless you're here to... If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate. Fine by me.
Why don't you grab a Sure thing. What? Something happened to our stack? No one goes up there but me. We must be dealing with some... Well, if we can't afford to skip work, we ain't got no leverage.
I'd give you a friendlier one. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. Funny how that worked. Thanks for your help. You've gotten me out of a tight spot here. Something else on your mind? Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. Sure. That about cover it? Fine by me.